Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Foot Takeover. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to X. Welcome to another Arsenal transfer show. We have two of the big bosses today. We'll start with Ali first. Hopefully he can hear us.
Yes, I can. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. I think we're in for a bit of a treat this evening. The highs and lows of the transfer window, eh?
Just a bit, yeah.
How are you, Bobby? You all right?
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, mate. I'm sure your world's I'm sure your world's very exciting right now.
Oh, it's mental, mate. If only people. Unfortunately, the people that watch the media and believe the media, unfortunately, you only hear 5% of the stuff that actually does actually happen.
Mate.
So the stuff of it is mental. I was telling Neil exactly what happened Wednesday and Thursday, and yeah, his reaction was like, "Oh, well, wow, yeah," because it's just a case that that's how it works.
Exactly.
Neil.
Yes.
Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to ask the question. Whilst you're having a sip of Dr Pepper, no, it's Pepsi, I think. There are other drinks available, by the way.
Indeed,
there you go.
There
How you doing, Dante?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah, busy week this week at work. Yeah, definitely a week that I'd like to forget with loads of staff off at the moment. So, lots of dog's body work, which is I don't mind. It keeps me young. I'm actually 75 actually, but no, I'm joking. Really good, mate. Yeah,
You
look,
feel like 75.
Yeah. I mean, obviously a little bit disappointed. I mean, we hashed it out. I don't think we have to go over it too much, but last night, but a little bit disappointed. But I think, look, from my point of view, I don't want to be seeing discussions that. I want action now. I want action from the club, and I'm hoping that you're here to tell me that there's going to be action, because that's what I want. I don't want in talks. I don't want this. I want Berta.
Well, that screws up my whole show, doesn't it?
Mate, I need Berta to walk into someone's office with a blank check and go, "We're taking this person. We're taking that person." I know it doesn't work like that in the real world.
No, unfortunately, it doesn't. That's the problem.
But I think we need to see action now. I think it doesn't look great in the media. I know the club aren't panicking, as we discussed off air. But I think in the media, Arsenal have taken a bit of a battering recently, and I think the fans have felt the battering. But in the end of the day, Bobby, I'd be very intrigued if you could just quickly brush over the Vinny thing that you spoke to me off air about. If you're allowed to discuss it. Obviously, I think a lot of people, we discussed it last night from our point of view, but obviously we don't have what you have, and the information you have. I don't know if you're allowed to, so please, if you're not allowed to, just say so.
What I will say, because obviously there was a whole reason behind there is always a reason behind the films that I put in the corner. I don't just do it for fun. There is always a reason behind it. And last week's show specifically had Weekend at Bernie's, and Vinny was the dead person. Now, in my opinion, I didn't think it was going to happen. I know I've said 80 to 20% because Arsenal were very confident. And that's great. Arsenal being confident is brilliant, right? That's always lovely. But in my world, I wasn't confident. But I pass on the information from the club, not from me. That's the important thing. I didn't think it was going to happen. Now, what I am allowed to say, on the Wednesday and Thursday, there was many conversations that I don't think anyone got sleep Wednesday night. So the Wednesday offer at 12 o'clock or whatever time it was, 11 o'clock in the morning, wasn't good. He didn't get what he wanted. Stormed out. Blah, 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 blah. Over the night, Real Madrid upped their offer. Now, I don't think people realise when you deal with taxes in Spain and taxes in the UK, we get taxed a lot more, the football players do. So we put a massive, massive bid in. And I mean massive. It was humongous, right? He would have been, all history, the highest paid Arsenal player in history. And probably would have been for quite some time. I don't think it would have been broken. But Real Madrid kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushed it up higher and higher. And in the end, he would get more at Real Madrid than he would at Arsenal due to the fact of the taxes. So it's one of those things. We did everything humanly possible, which is great. That's what I want to see from Arsenal.
100%.
Obviously, at the end of the day, I would like to actually get the player as well. It would be quite nice.
That would be helpful.
But these things happen. You know, this is Real Madrid. If this was trying to be nice, so I'm not going to pick a really low team, but someone, say it's, I'm trying to think who's the full 5th team in Spain. I can't think of one. Atletico Bilbao,
Yeah,
right?
Bilbao.
If it was them and we struggled to get someone out of that club, then I worry.
Yeah.
But it's Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Perez is a scumbag. I have stated it very clearly on multiple streams, and I don't care if he comes for me. I don't care. He's an old man. I can outrun him. It's fine.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, he is a scumbag, and he did everything possible. Look, and I expect Arsenal to do exactly the same if we were in the similar
Declan
position
Rice.
with Declan Rice or Saka, to do
Yep.
everything possible to keep the player.
Quite-
Now, what has happened, and I did say this to the people on Discord, they have lost one of their main targets because of this, because they kept pushing the price up and not paying him more and paying him all this kind of stuff. They've basically lost out on one of their main targets because of it. That's how much pressure they were under from little old Arsenal. Because little old Arsenal scared the shit out of the big Galacticos. And that, personally, makes me smile. I have to be honest. So that's basically the whole situation. We move on. But as I said, in the background, we were working on many, many different things anyway. It would have been nice to get Vinny. But, you know, we don't just put all our eggs in one basket. Berta's not mental. I'll be honest, I do have the greatest respect for Edu, but if this was Edu, he would have had all his eggs in one basket, waited for Vinny to drop, and then he would have gone, ah, shit, what do I do now? But Berta doesn't work like that, and that's good. So yeah, that's the situation. I hope that's cleared up everything. Any questions on that, Ali? Because obviously me and Dodsey spoke behind the scenes.
No, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I mean, I've already moved
Cosmic.
on. I mean,
Cosmic.
for me, it's like when you drop the news, I listen to it, I absorb it. When Ornstein and the media do their thing, I don't really, my heart rate doesn't go one way or the other because obviously we've already got the info, so it's not shocking when it comes through. And yeah, let's just keep it moving. To be honest, a fantastic player. I thought Arsenal put in a great effort, and that's all we can ask for. As you said earlier, that's all we can ask for as a club. And yeah, let's just get it moving and let's see what we are actually going to do potentially, rather than talking about the past.
It's always potentially, unfortunately. There's so many.
Yeah.
Honestly, the amount of transfers this summer that you think, oh, that's definitely going to happen, and all of a sudden it just doesn't happen. Because I'll be honest, Rodri surprised me. I was like, that's Real Madrid all over. And then Barca have done. And it was the same with Bernardo Silva. Obviously, he was meant to be going to Barca and end up with Real Madrid. It's a mental
so
window.
flips. Yeah.
But these are like not just little flips. These are massive flips. To go
They
from
are,
Barcelona to Real Madrid is a massive flip because
I'm
of the
looking at
rivalry.
I'm looking at your little screen in the top corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As everyone should know, I'm a big lover of movies.
Men in Black.
But also on a different point is like just you can't guarantee. Like I think that's why Romano's got so much hate. Is because you can't guarantee at the moment.
No.
You go too early nowadays, and I'll promise that anything can happen in that last bit. Hence why the whole system shows as well, because you just cannot rely on stuff. Like if you asked me on Thursday morning what colour Vinny was on with Real Madrid, because obviously the new contracts are also on that system, he was in gold, but there was a massive grey, and that grey was us. So
Yeah,
you know,
the cloud.
It was, and that's the thing. That's the good thing about this new way of doing it, because we know there's still conversations happening. If it's gold with nothing, then that's done. But if it's gold and there's a grey, and we're like, oh god, what could happen in these final few moments? I was sent something today regarding Bruno, and I was like, who the hell sent you this? And he went, well, this is some of the rumours that were going out whilst, you know, we're waiting for Bruno to be announced. And I was like, he was never offered to other clubs. Where the hell's that come from? because we've had him secured for a long time. It was just we were waiting and being patient with Newcastle, sorting out the structure and just being patient with them, because obviously a whole new manager that changes the whole PR situation as well, because you don't want it looking like you appoint a new manager, then Bruno leaves. That looks really bad. So Bruno needed to be announced that he was leaving before Yassel came in. But you also needed to make sure it didn't look like it's to the club's fault. You want to make it look like the ex-manager's fault, which it actually isn't. It is the club's fault. But that's Newcastle. That's their look. I'll be honest.
That's their
all teams
prerogative,
do it. All teams do it. In all fairness, they make sure they blame it on the person they don't.
All right, though.
Scotty T's just taking target at everyone on X that has anything to do with Arsenal. I thought it was quite funny actually. He had a puppet Heart of Ozil and Hub Arsenal. What is his name?
Hand of Arsenal.
Hand of
Hand of Arsenal.
Oh, sorry. Hand of Arsenal. I do apologise. It's a slip of the tongue. I do apologise.
Scotty T took a bit of a pop at him. And,
well, this is the thing, right? Because obviously I get pelters, and that's fine. You know, it is what it is. But he is also the biggest person out there that everyone seems to trust. Did he get much? I don't think he did, in all fairness. And he's also the one that shouldn't have released information that we agreed to. Because we did. We agreed pretty much everything, including the price that we're willing to pay. But Real Madrid just did not want to lose him. And I'll be honest, quickly, and the last thing on this, because I don't want to talk about this too much more, they also wanted to keep him because they couldn't get who they wanted up front. So there we go.
We all know who that is.
Exactly. So they wanted to keep Vinny. It wasn't because they really wanted to keep Vinny. It's because they couldn't get their main target. So it is what it is. Big up to Raja. Big up to Tamina. Big up to Alex. Big up to Miles. Big up to Betty Boy. Big up to Zelda. Big up to Andre. Big up to DJ M. Big up to Mohammed. Big up to James. Big up to Den. Big up to... what else we got? Got Snorri. Big up to Temi. Big up to Commander. Oh, we've got loads. Big up to Simon. Big up to AFC77. Big up to Starkey. Big up to Dylan. Dylan, you'll have to let me know what messages, because I get a lot. So you'll have to kind of let me know somehow, whatever that is.
It was probably him confessing his undying love for Man United, mate. Don't worry about it.
Mate, it's all right. We'll talk about him tomorrow. Big up to Ant. Sorry, Dill. Big up to Irfan. Big up to Tom John. Big up to Shaz. Big up to Dean. Big up to GW Quest. Big up to Gary. Big up to Chris. Who else we got? Got loads. Big up to Hayden. Yeah, well, I like to make sure everyone knows that I care. Big up to LR. Big up to Squeeze. Sorry, I don't know why I made it sound like that. It's probably a normal name. But I'll be honest, that's how it came out my brain. I do apologise. Big up to Hiwa. Big up... what the... Dylan, if you've sent me pictures, seriously, mate, I'll be very worried. Big up to Woodpit. Big up to Michael. Quickly on that, Bruno's deal is done. Look, this is Arsenal. Do we do anything quick when it comes to releases?
I thought we would get something today, but
I'll be honest, it makes more sense if it's Sunday, if I'm being honest, because we're at home. We're playing Dortmund. It would make more sense from a PR perspective to do it Sunday. Get him. Was it Jokeres did it last summer?
Yeah.
Was it? He came out, and I think they just did the announcement just before he came out of the stadium. If I'm correct, I might be wrong. So it would make a PR ideal to do it like that. So maybe that's what. If it's not done on Sunday, then it'll be on Monday. You know what Arsenal are like. There you go. Arsenal have removed their pinned tweet, so they may release it later. Yeah, I don't like talking about that guy, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'll be honest. There's a lot of people on X that are pretty much the same person, just behind different names and different aliases.
We've found that out, haven't we?
It's ridiculous. Start of June, you predicted a 9 out of 10 window. Can we get to a respectable rating now by the 1st of September? It's not looking good. We have to be honest. Left wing. I've got to start saying this in a different way because obviously people are not listening to me. The left wing is not a thing. It's forwards. I've always said free forwards. Free forwards. I don't know. Is there any other language that people can
say it a little bit slower?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. Ignore the left wing, right? I know people will put it in the media as a left winger and all that kind of crap. Trust me, it's not. It's free forwards. There's reason behind my madness, I promise. Has not been addressed for 4 seasons, and sorry, Emma's just distracted me. And yeah. So that's the way it is. Sorry, would you be able to answer my injury question? Raja, I'll be honest, mate. Did anyone notice Raja's injury question?
Oh, God, I'm going to have to flick back through. Hang on. Raj, his personal opinion matters more than...
Or just put it back in.
Okay.
Yeah,
ask the question again.
I'm trying to skip through it really quickly just to see if I can see it.
Raja, ask the question again, mate.
Yeah. Put the question again, mate, and I'll make sure that we keep an eye on it. So it was the first question. So it'd be your first comment. Hang on. Let's have a look. Sorry, Raj. Can teams... right. Can teams sign injured players with an agreement? I was thinking Rodrigo, for example. So, Rodrigo won't be fully fit till...
January.
No, it's earlier than that.
Is it?
Yeah, supposedly, from what I've heard, it's November, December time. So yes, you could do a pre-agreement for someone in January now, because it's within the 6 months. So you technically could, and you wouldn't have to do the medical until the 1st of Jan, or 31st or 30th of December. That kind of. So as long as they're fully fit, because you don't. When you do a pre-agreement, you don't have to do a medical at that first point. You don't do the medical until the end.
How would that work, mate? If you've got, I'm guessing then it would be taken effectively into the January transfer window. So you'd get the player.
Yeah, you do a pre-agreement. Yeah, you could. Any club can do a pre-agreement for September. For
Jan.
Anyone can. Because obviously, if someone's out injured until the end of the year, then that makes sense. Because
the player would stay at their respectable club.
Yeah, they will stay at their respectable club, and it won't be official, obviously, until the medical has taken place anyway, which will be later, closer to the time of the actual new window. So, yeah, technically you could. I don't think many clubs like doing that. I definitely don't know many clubs that have actually done that regarding an injured player, but it can happen.
It sounds like bad business sense to me.
It feels like a bit of a crazy idea, personally, especially because we've had injuries where they were only meant to be out for a few weeks and they end up being out for months. Rodrigo is supposedly going to be better by November, December, but what if he has a reoccurrence or something else flares up? He's then out for an extra month or two. So yeah, I just don't see Arsenal doing it. If that's regarding what because obviously you're talking about Rodrigo, who we have liked in the past.
We've been there, done that.
Yeah, I do think, I'll be honest, Real Madrid will look to sell him in January if they can, because obviously they just bought Diamonde. Rodrigo doesn't fit in that team at all now. So yeah, he will be getting sold. Will Arsenal come in for him? I don't know. I have no idea.
We'll talk about forwards, I'm guessing.
We will talk about, because everyone knows where I'm starting at the first, and that is about the corner shop just down the road from the Emirates. That's where we're going to talk about first, and then we'll talk about goalkeepers. No, in all seriousness, goalkeepers first. I'm going to have a quick look, so it's on my screen now. It was until I decided to mess it all up. So the only conversations in the last week is actually Setford. And I really don't understand this whole thing with fucking La Palmas, I'll be honest. Because isn't La Palmas in Ibiza?
Yeah.
We've done this before.
With Aziz.
Yes.
I don't get it. I don't know what the link is between the two clubs. There must be a fair link that we trust
nightclub,
them out
mate.
there. It must be, because Aziz went out there and ended up coming back like the Incredible Hulk. So I don't understand what's going on.
Special diet.
I don't get it. Maybe it's an Arteta thing. Obviously, he's Spanish. Maybe he's got a friend out there or something. I don't know. I'll have to see what there is links between us, because it doesn't make sense. But yeah, Setford, in my opinion, will head out on loan. Like I've always said, that's why Meslier came in, to allow Setford to go out on loan. Do I think La Palmas is a good idea? No. He's a young kid.
What is that? That's not. Is that they're not even in La Liga, are they?
I'll be honest.
The first, are they in the division below?
I haven't got a freaking clue.
Is someone in the chat? Can someone in the chat?
Yeah, are they
that?
in Segunda? I don't know. I have got a clue. I don't know where.
Because if they're in Segunda, what's the point of him even going there in the first place?
Mate,
Look,
I'd rather he go to the Championship.
nah,
well, if he's
League One.
He wants a summer out, mate. He's going partying and clubbing.
Thank you, Andre. It's the second division, so it's the second division in Spain. Look, if he's guaranteed to play every game, then fantastic. That's what.
That's
we
true.
want.
Fair
I just
enough.
find it really odd. But in all fairness, he did come from Ajax, and if people don't know where Ajax is based, it's based in Amsterdam.
He's used to the party life.
Yeah, exactly. So look, he was very well behaved in Amsterdam. I saw the reports about him when we signed him. So yeah, absolutely fine.
He's a good prospect.
He's
a good prospect.
Well, we have great hopes for this guy. We really do.
I loved Amsterdam. I went on rugby tours there, hockey tours there. Mate, Amsterdam was wild. I loved it.
I actually weirdly have an Ajax top on right now because I love Ajax. Everyone knows how much I love Ajax. Ajax is like one of my ultimate teams. They are just incredible, brilliant youth system. But anyway, let's talk more about the goalkeepers. So yeah, without anyone else going, with Kepa staying, which currently looks like that way, no one's come in for him. Juventus was slightly interested. They offered us a player swap. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, nothing really. Any questions on goalkeepers?
Dodgy?
No, mate. I watched Meslier the other day, and
God.
No, I was actually quite impressed with him.
Shot stopping is fantastic. I have to be honest.
Look, his passing was
That needs to get him.
Yeah.
For me, like I'm like Dodzy. I think Meslier should be our number 2. From what I've seen in pre-season so far, he comes out, claims the ball from corners and free kicks. He's a very good shot stopper that we've seen in the past few games against Girona and Real Betis. And I think he does, like you boys have said, he does overhit certain balls and it goes out for a throw on. But that can be worked on. That's just learning the touch and wait a pass. And you like to think that the goalkeeping coaches and the standards of Arsenal will drill that into him eventually. Yeah. But I just don't feel comfortable with Kepa, unfortunately.
No, I don't.
He made another mistake the other day, Bob. I don't know if you saw it.
No,
from a corner, he literally just flapped at it like he didn't have any wrists or hands. And it just went through. And then that's why they scored their first goal. Yeah. 2 of their goals were Arsenal 2 individual errors. One from Havertz and Kepa. It's just atrocious, to be honest. I just don't see Meslier making that type of mistake. Going forwards, he's got Premier League experience. He's played for Leeds for 2-3 years. Is he the best in the world? No, he's not. But he's most certainly deserves to be ahead of Kepa at this present moment in time.
Okay. Well, look, Meslier, I've always said, brilliant shot stopper. He is absolutely outstanding. He does like to do the action goalkeeping saves.
Yeah.
Looks like him dramatic. But feet-wise, he worries me. And that is where I've always... Because obviously he played under Bielsa. And because I like Bielsa's football, I watch Leeds a lot.
Yes.
And he panicked me so much, I have to be honest. So as soon... Oh, look... I don't hide from the fact that I don't like the Meslier signing. I don't. I think it's horrendous. But he's in an Arsenal shirt now. I'll support him very much like I do with Richard Wright. Didn't like the signing, but I supported him. Now he's fucked off. I can hate him again. Because he came from Ipswich. But that's the thing. And that's how you should be as an Arsenal fan. If they wear the Arsenal shirt, you support them. Once they fuck off, you can hate them again if you wish.
I don't support Gabriel Jesus.
I'll go as far as I'll go as far as saying I'd like to see Meslier start the Community Shield if Raya's not back.
Oh, Christ almighty.
because Kepa is just shocking, mate. Like,
Mate.
I'll be honest, I'd be more tempted to pay Anarchy to come and do the goalkeeping for that game against
let
Hartlepool.
Setford play before he goes on loan to
Yeah,
to Spain.
Setford, to be fair, he does look like he's definitely got a lot of promise, and that's what I need to see him continuously, because he looks good in data and looks good in the videos I've seen of him, but he's definitely not ready.
No,
He's
of course
about
not. Yeah.
For me, he's about 2 seasons away. Melier had many runners situations at Leeds. That, Gary, is spot on. I know Gary likes to watch a lot of football. I think, Gary, you've got a friend that's a Leeds fan as well, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, spot on. Melier just scares me. And I don't like goalkeepers that scare me, I'll be honest. I like goalkeepers that I can just relax with.
No, exactly. And then
Melier
for
does not
me,
do that
it
for
just
me.
shows how far backwards Kepa's gone. So
Yes.
from the Carabao Cup final to now, I've just lost all faith. And the what he done the other day, you wouldn't even expect an under 12 to make that mistake. He's
Yeah.
like ran past the ball, and it's just gone over his head. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah. Jessafat,
yeah.
your question is obviously regarding Narki. Yeah, Narki, that's his area. No one else recommends goalkeepers to the board or the business team. So yeah, it's Anarchy's decisions. I did see Alex's question regarding the young lad from Toulouse. I suppose if Kepa was to leave, we would have to do something. Now, for some bizarre reason, I don't know why this person was mentioned to me, but they've always said keep an eye on Jose Sarr. Obviously, I know Jose Sarr very, very well.
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Yeah, exactly. I have no issues with him personally.
He's solid.
Exactly, he's more solid. I think because we trust Raya for at least another 2 seasons, maybe 3. We're not looking at a younger one yet. I personally,
How old is he? I thought he was in his late 20s, 30s.
who Raya?
Sarr.
Oh, Sarr. Oh, I don't know.
Jose.
He's got to be early 30s now, surely.
Yeah, that'd be a good number 2, and then Melier 3.
Personally, yeah, for me, that would be the better one. But regarding like Raya's backup or whoever you want, someone that can take over him at some point, I think we need to start looking into it now. And I'm with you, Alex. I personally would go and get resties, but I'm not the person that makes the decisions. So yeah, there you go. Shaz said Sarr is 33.
I mean, if we're being open and honest, I don't think Inaki's got a very good strike rate when it comes to goalkeepers.
No, he hasn't. Raya
And
was good.
Ramsdale was solid, but he made mistakes.
It's what it is.
Runnison was terrible.
It's the setup from Arteta, and I think that's where it struggles, because Inaki looks at a goalkeeper, right? So he's looking at goalkeepers, but the problem is Arteta doesn't want just a goalkeeper. He wants
ball playing,
a Neuer, someone that is good with his feet. Well, no offense, look, I'll be honest. Colm, if you're watching this is not aimed towards you, so please do not message me with anger. Goalkeepers are in goal for a reason. They're not very good footballers. Okay, it's as simple as that. All right, they're really good at shot stopping.
They're good at handball.
Yeah, they're good with. I was going to say they're good with the hands, but that sounds wrong. But that's basically why they're in goal. Let's be honest.
Let's not drag this show down already.
Look, I know who's in the
can only
comments.
get better.
I know Temmy's in there. They would all take it the wrong way. But that's how it is. Chesney would have been good to bring back again. Would have been a great idea, but hasn't he retired now? I think
so.
Yeah.
Too busy
Or did he-
smoking in the changing room, mate.
That was funny.
Right, let's move on to defence. Now,
Ooh, this will be interesting.
Outwise, let me just have a look, see if I can get the right screen up so I can see it. Hang on, where'd they gone? There we go. Right, any conversations in the last week since we did the show on defence?
Out. We talking out.
Yeah, outs first before we talk about ins, because the ins are just... There's a lot of bullshit regarding ins. I won't hide the punches on that one.
I love it.
No, there's no conversations in the last week, so that's good-ish. Look, if Ben White stays and we just get
I'm
one more
more than
defender,
happy
then
with
that's
that.
fantastic. I'll be honest. I just don't want to see Ben White as a centre back. I'll be honest.
No.
Hands up.
Yeah,
That's
agreed.
keep him right back. He's very good at it. Just get someone that can do the centre back role.
And to be
better.
honest, boys, I think he deserves another season. Just he put himself through the ringer in 22, 23, and this is why he's got this knee issue now. So I think he showed at the end of last season in the run-in that he was a vital player in our squad. And as long as Timber's fit and firing and ready to go in the Community Shield, and we've got Ben White as backup for the season, or at least until January, then I'll take that all day long.
Quite right.
100%. Regarding ins, now I will quickly talk about Romero because we have not approached Tottenham.
You said this last week. I don't understand.
Well, unfortunately, there are people making out that we have approached Tottenham and been rejected by Tottenham. That is
Exactly.
not the situation. His agent offered Romero to us.
Correct.
It's a very different situation, people. So don't get it all mixed up. We approached him. No, we didn't. The agent approached us. And we weren't that keen. We are keen on Konza now. Konza looks like he's pushing to leave.
It sounds like it today, yeah.
I'll be honest, right? You can all love him. That's absolutely fine. This is about opinions. I'll be honest, I'm going down to an 8 out of 10 if we sign Konza because I don't rate him. I think he's overrated, personally.
But as a squad player,
No, I don't want to see him.
Yeah, me neither.
Fine.
No, I don't want to see him.
He has a mistake in him,
a mistake or two, yeah.
and he goes to ground quite easily as well.
Bobby, the reason I want to say that because obviously it came out that Diamonde has the move.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That intrigues me.
Yeah, Diamonde intrigues me as well. I know
Does it
that
intrigue Arsenal?
We have, but the problem is the Gyökeres situation is still very much in our memories. And they are not the easiest to deal with at all. It comes to, again.
We always pick the clubs that are not easy to deal with.
Well, no, we haven't picked it. But bear in mind, we obviously have liked Diamonde for quite a few years, right? And obviously his price tag has gone drastically down. Because I think a couple of seasons ago you were asking for like 80 million quid for the kit, and
Yeah,
now
they were.
it's like 40 million. But yes, but it's the way that they want it paid.
Right.
A lot up
First
front.
lump is huge.
25, 30?
I think it's around 20 million.
Right.
And Woodpit, I know exactly where you're going with that C word, and yes, you are correct. It's as simple as that. I personally don't want to go there just because of that fact. Would I like Diamonde in a normal world? Yes, I would absolutely love him because I think he's absolutely fantastic. But I really don't want us being fucked over again with terms of finance. Because look, we've bent over backwards for Bruno. The way that we're paying it,
The structure,
Is there a lot of front in that, Bobby?
No, it's being paid over 3 years.
Okay.
Which
Evenly
is,
spread or quite heavy up front?
it's all evenly, but it is still an extremely expensive deal.
3 years. I mean, 75 million across 3 years is a lot of money.
Is a lot. If
What's
you bear that in mind, as I've said about 5-year contracts, that is £125 million player. So that's kind of how you want to look at it. There you go.
Wow.
What were you going to say, Ali? Sorry, mate.
What's the length of his contract? Is it 4+1?
I think it's a 4. Yeah, I think it's a 4+1. I'll be honest,
Right.
I've not looked into the details.
No
It's
worries.
something
And
I knew it was done.
what's roughly the? You don't have to give the exact figure, but his wage, is it between 150 and 200 or more?
I don't think it's any more than 200.
Okay, fine.
I think it's quite high up on the 100 part. I think it's around 180 to 200. Again,
Cool.
It's not something I've really looked into because it's not. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, no. The reason I asked that
being
is because
honest.
obviously, the payment structure is quite heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out if the wages was
Yeah,
quite.
I'm pretty sure he was on
sensible.
160 at Newcastle, so obviously we're going to have to go higher than that anyway.
Of course, and it's for his last big contract
exactly.
as well as a
so
player,
I wouldn't surprise me if it was about 180, 190.
which is fine. He
And if it's hit
deserves
the
it.
200, I'll be honest, couldn't give a monkey's
Bruno.
arse.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Bruno.
because
Yeah,
Solis is on literally on 70 grand, which is fantastic.
Solace is on less than the tea lady.
Well, in actual fact, he's on less than Waneri, so
That's mental.
I know
Mate,
it's mental,
Zolis
isn't it?
Zolis is going to surprise a few, like Bobby said.
He will.
He's-
He just needs to get up to speed with some things. But yeah, he's a tricky customer.
Strong,
I'm
powerful
sure.
kid.
Yeah, look, I've been notified that he's not been so brilliant in pre-season, but in all fairness, what's his second game for Arsenal? Has he got?
Yeah.
Has he got? Did he get in a goal, or was it
He's
just an
got two.
assist?
He's got 1 goal and 2 assists in 3 games.
Not bad.
Three goals and assists. Three
MK
GA,
Dons, Girona, Real Betis.
Yeah. So yeah,
He's doing what he's at. Yeah, as long as his output's good, I'm sure
Yeah.
he'll get up to speed with how we play, the pace of Premier League, etc.
Exactly.
He'll be all right.
Right, so talking about other players that we've actually
Ramon.
spoke to, Ramon is one we very much like. There might be a coincidence that we're playing him on Wednesday. Who knows?
Indeed.
There's always reasons behind who we play against, and it's not just for us. It's every single team. There's always reasons that they
We
pick
play
a
against
specific
Atletico
club.
Madrid.
We've played them in friendlies on multiple occasions over the years.
Hey,
don't we?
Yeah.
I need to play them now before the end of the season.
And the other one you need to keep an eye on is Fresneda. Now, I don't see us getting 2 of them because now Fresneda is obviously very different to
They're
Ramon.
both Lisbon.
Yeah.
Fresneda
Diamande.
is Lisbon, but Lisbon's
Diamande.
price, but Fresneda's price is not crazy and the structure isn't different. I think what it is with Sporting Lisbon, I think they're pissed off because his market value has dropped so much. So they're trying to make up for it in other ways. That's what I think personally. 'Cause I don't know what's caused the market value to drop on him. It's a weird one, I have to be honest, because the market value, as I said, it's very much like the stock market. Things can drop very quickly on a player for whatever reason.
Is there like a specific date for this defender to come in? Because obviously we're starting to miss a bit of pre-season now.
We would like
and
him
they
to come
need to
in
get-
as quick as possible, yeah.
Because I know you said August the 8th was the second important date.
Yes. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Now,
Okay.
Vinny was one of the situations, which obviously has been now dealt with. So
Yep.
that's that gone. There is a defender in green for, I think it's tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow the date, 8th of August. We shall see. Look, just trust Berta. Just trust what he's doing. I know what he's doing, and it's fine. Can we wrestle Ramon from Madrid? Yes, I know Madrid. I don't think they own him because obviously he's Como's player, but I think they've got first dibs. They've got first dibs on like about half of the world at the moment.
Yeah.
I think so. Look, our relationship with Real Madrid is very good. I don't personally like that, but it is good. The relationship's good with us. So, I think we'll be fine if we went down that route. I personally would rather have Ramon. I personally like both of them if there was a choice.
Is one of these players that we were talking about, the names, is that the person in green? But obviously you haven't told us which one.
I'm not telling you nothing about that. There may be someone else in green. Who knows? Who knows? But just trust what we're doing. We are.
Do you know what it is, Bobby? And we'll probably say this a couple of times throughout the show. I think people are just panicking now.
Yeah.
No
There's
need
only
to panic.
There's only 2 weeks left before the Premier League starts, basically. And I
As
think
long
people are
as
starting to
Arsenal
stress.
Well, that's fans, unfortunately, and you need to understand this transfer window is not a normal transfer window. We are 5 weeks behind normal business. So basically, in the real world, we should be on like the 1st of July, with the way that the business is going, and not a lot
Right.
of clubs do business on the 1st of July. But now we're trying to cram all the business into 4 weeks, 3 weeks, three and a bit weeks. So
Right.
just trust the process, trust what we're doing.
Big Anthony, calm, mate, calm.
What's he
my
saying?
brother.
Unfortunately, I could like I don't know who I joked about this with, but I said we could be signing a unicorn, and you still wouldn't listen to me,
Yeah, calm
and that's
down,
fine.
calm down.
But I'll be honest, just relax because Arsenal are doing everything right. There's no panicking. We're pissed off that we haven't got certain players, but that's not how Berta works. He doesn't go, oh, we're full in on this person. our shit hasn't panned out. What the fuck do we do now? He's got
Yeah.
other things that we're doing. Commander, do not worry about the sales. The sales are starting to speed up really, really good at the
Have we
moment.
noticed it all started to come out in the media a little bit more?
And yeah, you will. 'cause
Well,
you've started
in the last 2 hours, Bobby, I don't know if you've seen.
in the last 2 days, you should have seen Jesus and Martinelli.
Yeah, and
They
they're very.
will. I promise you. There's a look. If you look at, I said it on the chat last night in the guy's stream. Norgard leaves. Who comes in? Bruno. Trossard leaves. Who comes in? Solis. That will be very similar to Jesus. Very similar to Martinelli and whoever else might leave, because there may be a surprise or two that might still leave yet.
Yeah.
It's not totally clear what's going to
So
happen.
just
with
on
certain
that, so just so for us and the fan and the audience and everybody who watched it on playback, etc. So like this one in, one out. People are now worried. This is where people are stressing out in our Discord and so on. And I get their frustration and for stresses because it's like, well, okay, if we haven't sold anyone, that means we're not bringing anybody in. Does that mean negotiations with players coming in are quite far down the line? So if a player was to leave, for example, over the weekend,
Yeah.
you'll start hearing that news about
Yep.
an in on the
Yep.
Monday, for example. It's not like, okay, now they've gone, and now we'll start talking to the club to bring somebody in. If you could just explain that to
So
the
basically,
people
once
listening in.
someone out goes into green, we will already have someone in green and getting ready to go to gold. We are going to be that close, and we
Okay.
have been speaking to many people. Look, don't forget the biggest problem that we've had all summer, and this I've been very open about it. Jesus is the biggest problem.
Yes,
Not
he is.
with transfer fee, with
Wages.
his wages. His wages are a massive problem. Berta doesn't like it, hates it, wants it off. And you know, we have to get him out the door. We will get him out the door. I'm convinced that he will go to Italy. I'm convinced. I'd say probably 8%. I think he'll go to Napoli. I just think it makes sense for everybody involved because there's going to be less of a cost because it's in an agency.
Will we allow for, because of the fact that he's just on too high a salary, obviously, will we accept a lower bid because of that money that he's on?
We will look. I have to be very careful because obviously I know all this will be put out there, right? So
Yeah.
I have to be very careful how I say it.
Yeah.
So our negotiation tactic has to stay the way it is,
Yeah.
right? So this is what we want. Come close to it or give us what we want, because we have to improve the way that we do sales.
Okay.
And this window has been all about that. I think so far we've done extremely well with what we've brought in so far for everybody. They're just above or just below what we should be getting, so perfect. And look, I've seen loads of people say, "Oh, let's send Jesus away for free. Let's just get him out the door."
That doesn't happen.
What the hell? That ruins the whole plan of the whole summer window of improving the way that we look as a selling club. Because at some point, I'm not say it's happening tonight or in the next couple of days, but at some point, someone is going to come in for one of our big players and want to pay, well, hopefully, want to pay a lot of money for them. And we're going to go, right, we want this though. Okay, we'll give you that. Then, you know, the KSC will be extremely happy because the whole business model is perfect.
Yeah.
Because not only can we buy well, which we have so far, but our selling ways are shit.
Yeah.
Really, really crap.
That's a fact.
And that is not a good business model. That is
Yeah.
shockingly bad
Yeah.
business model because all the KSE are continuously just putting money into the club. Look, owners, yes, should put money in, but not constantly. Because at the end of the day, it should be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
A lot of clubs are self-sufficient. We are not. We can get there because we've got all the commercial stuff ready and all that kind of stuff. But as a selling club, we're shit. I've said this for years. I've been doing this for years. I've said it every summer, every January. We're shit at selling. We are looking a lot better at the moment because we're sticking to our guns. We're not letting people just fuck off.
Yeah.
It's saying, look, and look, Jesus, literally 18 million quid. Are you taking the piss? That's not even a lot of money,
Mate.
but that's his value. So we're selling him for his value.
I
So
appreciate that. I get that. I think. I mean, I watched the game the other night. And mate, like, I can't watch that this season. I can't see that this season.
I think he will definitely go. That's my opinion. I think
Well-
he goes sooner rather than later.
Well, Nico, there's a journalist. Is it what's his name? Doddy Nico Sahar Sahar.
Sriracha or something like
So
that.
he's Sahari or something like that.
So many different surnames you're
We've-
giving me now.
Mate,
I've got a bloody
we've
clue.
butchered
Who it is.
him. So literally before
My
we
favourite
came,
sauce.
we came on maybe half an hour before.
Yeah.
He said Galatasaray in talks with Arsenal for Martinelli.
Yep.
And then 10, 15 minutes later, the same guy. He's very good. He was the one who pushed Victor Gyökeres the most when it was going down last year, and he got it right.
Yeah.
And then 10, 15 minutes later, he said Napoli, Jesus.
Yeah.
So these are all the things that we spoke about yesterday.
Yeah.
So it feels like if the media are now catching on in that aspect, you'd like to think it's a little bit further down the line in our world here.
I think next week you'll hear quite a lot.
Shearer.
Ins and outs?
Nicola Shearer.
Yeah, I kind of think you'll hear one in next week. I reckon.
That's
Bruno,
obviously
by the
not.
way.
That's not.
Not
Yeah,
Bruno.
that's
Bruno's
Not
done,
Bruno.
so I don't need to talk about Bruno.
Are we talking about another, Saga FC?
Look, as I said in the comments yesterday, this is the whole saga. I'm just really going to rename it Summer of Sagas because it's ridiculous. But that's the kind of business we're in, and
It's top level business.
We're not. Look, I know what all your jobs are personally, and I guarantee you all understand dealing with that kind of high business is not. Oh, you can give me 20 quid. Yeah, I'll give you 20 quid for that.
No shot. Yeah, it takes
It
time.
doesn't fucking happen. Right? It doesn't happen like that.
I tried to explain this to a Newcastle fan the other day who basically said, "Oh, finally you've opened talks with us and put a bid in," and I was like, "You have no clue, mate. You literally have no clue."
And that talks an open on Tuesday.
Well, do you really believe that we opened talks with Newcastle, had 3 bids rejected in one day, and the following day, the 4th bid was accepted? I was like, please, go away. I'm not even going to have a conversation with you because you're too stupid for me to deal with. I can't talk to people like that.
Oh, my Lord.
Right. Let's move into midfield because I think we covered defence. Any questions on defence though before we?
No, we've done that. We've questioned it.
We're past that.
Basically, one of the names that we've mentioned is in green. I'm going with that. That's my presumption.
Okay, well, yeah, it's not me saying it, so I can't
No,
get in
no, I'm
trouble.
just
That's all good.
presuming. So,
Right, we're going to talk about midfield. We'll talk about the bullshit, which is Marl Lewis-Skelly. Never fucking happening.
oh
So
my
scrap
God,
out
that
your
was
head.
hilarious.
I know that happened. Zubimendi, different story. Could possibly leave.
But not for Chelsea, surely.
Xabi likes him a lot.
Mate.
He did like it
I'll
because he
be
wanted him
honest.
at Real Madrid.
Yeah, I can't rule that one out. Don't forget, this is how I look at it. I can't rule it out. What I can't also rule out is Real Madrid. Because
Mate, if we deal with Real Madrid, I'm telling you, man, I don't want anything less than 150 million.
Pounds, not
I'm
euros.
done with this. Honestly, Bobby, if you speak to Bertrand, mate, give him my number, please. Because I would like to be present at that meeting with Perez.
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think I really like. I know Bobby's here to tell us what he hears and it's his job, right? So that's fine. But I don't see why Zubimendi needs to leave right now. Just one more season, dude. One more season at the Arsenal.
Oh,
If you're not getting regular starts, then you can go next summer.
mate.
yeah, but if Zubi does go, we bring someone else in. So it's not like
Yeah, no, I get that. And then you're potentially looking at a Camavinga or whatever, Tchouaméni or whatever. But for me, I rate Zubimendi very highly. This guy is a special talent. I think he burnt out at the end of last season. I don't think that'll happen again.
I like him.
Whenever he comes on for Spain, in a major tournament, in a major final. He always lives up to the expectation. Um, I honestly believe we're sleeping on this guy. He's one of the best in his position in the world. Forget the Premier League.
He is a
Look,
very good player.
don't get
I
me
like
wrong. Like, I get it. Every player has a price, and
Of course.
and I understand that, and I appreciate that. I just
It's
not
not the right
Chelsea,
time.
mate. Just not Chelsea. Oh, and right now, I think my head's still on spin with Real Madrid. I don't like them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know,
Do you know
I
what?
think-
It's even. I'd go even far as saying I don't want any other. I don't want any other midfielder than Zubimendi. I'm very happy with this guy. This guy is a special player. He's not going to do 6 step overs, and he's not going to do a 2-footed tackle.
I
He's just
wanted
so
to.
smooth, very clean, very efficient.
Hey,
He scans the pitch very well. He's strong when he needs to be, and he's fantastic on the ball. So it's like,
that's why we
what?
brought Bruno in, mate.
And I'm
Bruno,
more than happy because that's going to improve, like Bobby said a few moments ago, about improving our uh, outs and the income that we generate. But we're doing it on the wrong player. Like he's not going to have a dip. He's not going to have a dip. His value's not going to drop in the next year because he's that good. So for me, if we want to go on and win more than one trophy this season, he's going to be a massive part to that. And he's, for me personally, between him and Bruno, they're going to release the pressure off Declan Rice. In my personal opinion, you buy somebody in from another league potentially, and they have to adapt. And then we're going to say, oh, what a mistake we've made. He's 1 year into a 4 or 5 year contract. It doesn't make sense to me.
I know. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I can't rule it out. What I
Of
can't
course
do
not. Of course not.
is, look, I would love to be able to 100% rule it out, but I know there's 2 clubs that want him. Now, if they put down a ridiculous bid, look, if Enzo goes to Man City, which is likely,
Yes.
they've got money. They've got money to then bring in
Okay.
Zubimendi. Because I think Arsenal will ask, personally...
What's our value?
I personally think they'll ask for 80 to 90 million quid.
I wouldn't entertain anything until if I need to see 3 figures. I need to see 100 million.
I'm not being funny, Bobby. Like,
If Enzo's
I'm
going
not
for
being
whatever.
funny. Why can't we do this whole? Why can't we do this whole, market value nonsense? Because everyone else seems to be doing it.
100%.
So I'm not going to lie, Elliot Anderson, right? You've got a guy that flopped in the World Cup, right? Got sold for 116 million. You've got Buwadi that's about to go to City for
100 with add-ons.
110 plus 5 million in add-ons. He's 19 years old, has done nothing, right? He's done nothing, and then you're telling me that
A
because
World
Arsenal
Cup winner,
sell
a Euro
World Cup
winner, a Premier
a
League
Euro
winner.
a Premier League winner, a very good player who Rodri even said is one of the best midfielders.
My
in the
heir
world.
apparent.
We're going to sit there and go, oh, it's all right. You can give us 80 million for him. How's that? Fuck off.
Hang on, I need to see. My local kebab shop have bigger continental alert. Big up to Vile Chelsea. Sorry, I noticed there's a Chelsea fan in now. I was seeing people atting him. I was like, oh, okay, this will be interesting. So, look,
Hello,
at
Vile
the end of the
Chelsea.
day, he's 27, right? I have said that he's not 100% happy in London, so it doesn't
Sure.
make sense for him to go to Chelsea. It makes zero sense
Yeah.
to go to Chelsea. It does make sense. Look, Zubimendi, Real Madrid makes sense. It's one of the biggest clubs in Spain. He loves Spain. I just can't rule it out. I wish I could. I wish I could say it's 100% never going to happen, but I just
Okay, I would
can't.
soften my stance if he was to go to abroad and to go to Real Madrid. And then if we get someone in response, someone coming the other way, then I can soften my stance. If not, come back in the summer of next year.
Can we address Vile Chelsea? Just Marino.
What's he saying?
Marino's not for sale, mate.
Mikel Marino.
Yeah. Mikel Marino, I don't think is for sale.
He's our
Everyone's
Swiss
for
Army
sale.
knife, mate.
Yeah, I
It's
don't think
interesting.
so.
I'm reading the comments as they go through.
I'm trying to read his comments, but look, I
It's
mean,
interesting.
all love and respect to you, my man. Obviously, I think your
I
club
think
is
Chelsea will be dangerous this year.
but
The one I'll
all
say
love
that
and
for you, Val.
respect, and I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it to the fans and stuff because I have respect for them. But the way your club is run is shit. But yeah, big up to yourself for coming in the chat.
Well, so if Real Madrid have said that today, that means they're not selling Camavinga or Tchouaméni.
What have they said?
Well, James Saunders has just put in there, which I'm guessing he's an Aston Villa fan by the looks of your name. Real Madrid have said today that they won't buy another midfielder this window. So that means they're not selling Tchouaméni or Camavinga.
Yeah.
Because what was going to happen was one of those was going to go and they
Correct.
were going to get replaced. So that basically means those two are not leaving then. That's basically how it works. Regarding CB Whisperer, I think said, Arsenal are not selling Zubimendi. That's his words, or their words, whoever they may be.
Mm-hmm.
That is not. Have I said Arsenal are selling Zubimendi? Have I said that?
No.
No.
I cannot rule it out.
You
That's
said
what I've
there's
said.
2 football clubs that have got interest in him in the last 7 days.
I'll be honest, guys. Right? If someone offers 300 million quid for Declan Rice tomorrow, I think Arsenal will take it. I'll be honest, because
Well, rightly so. You can get 2 players for that.
Berta's going to go, well, I ain't going to get that again for him, am I? Let's be honest. But that's business. It's business. Football's a business nowadays. They have. Oh, thank you, James. They have said they won't sell any more midfielders this window. Okay. Well, if that's what they've said, that it means Camavinga and Tchouaméni is not going anywhere. So that hopefully rules out Zubimendi going to Real Madrid. However, it is interesting that Real Madrid are currently talking to us still. Just saying. So we'll wait and see. We will get onto forwards shortly because I need to make sure we're covering. We need to cover midfielder.
Odegaard?
Vinny's changed his mind.
Odegaard,
Sanchez.
there are still teams interested, and look, please listen to what I'm saying because people are clearly not listening to me. Odegaard is still available, but I don't know if he's going. Has everyone heard that? Right? I'm not saying he's going to be sold, but there are clubs interested in him, and we are open to selling him.
Are they the same clubs that have been in for him all summer, or is someone of his standard coming?
No, still not the standard that he wants.
Oh, there we go then.
But
Then he's staying at the moment.
No, but this is the thing, right? This is the thing. This is the weirdest part of the week that I've had. Right? Everyone can talk about Vinny Jr. being the weirdest fucking transfer ever. That's fine. I'll be honest. The weirdest transfer of the whole week has been Salah going to Trabzonspor. Now, I'll be honest. That is like I'll try not to swear, but I'm going to have to. The fucking weirdest transfer I've ever seen in my life. They are the 4th. And look, I love Turkish football, so I know that they are the 4th biggest club in Turkey. Not the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. 4th, hands down, not even close. Right? Because when I used to play FIFA a lot, that was the club I used to do because I wanted to compete against the big boys. I was always Trabzonspor. Right? I don't get it. I really don't get it. No, Turkey have obviously got a lot of money. I don't know where from. I don't know how they managed to do it. But for Salah to want to leave Liverpool on a massive contract at Liverpool, to then sign for Trabzonspor, is like Declan Rice wanting to sign for Southend United.
Yeah.
It
crazy.
Makes zero sense.
But then it also makes sense for what you were saying last night, and it's broken into the media about Martinelli and Galatasaray because Galatasaray want to respond.
Yes. Now that means they can afford the wages, and I don't know how they can do it. I'll be honest. I need to get a hook up in the Turkish league because something's not adding up for me.
Shirt sales.
Because they still have to follow the same rules as everybody else regarding finances. So I don't understand how they're doing it. And I know Dodsy's just said shirt sales, but seriously, shirt sales for Turkey? Really?
Osimhen.
It just doesn't make sense.
Osimhen, he's still at Galatasaray, right?
Yes, for now.
So that could be
leaving.
potentially Martinelli and Osherman up front. I mean, that's not too
Could be,
bad,
but
is
it
it?
does look like Osherman could be leaving. There's a lot of talk that he's leaving. But yeah, so it's mental. I don't get it. Salah been offered to James. Thank you ever so much for doing this because honestly, you're a big help. Salah been offered £22 million a year and 15 million in
Signing
bonuses
That's right.
and 100%
100% image right.
naming rights.
That's
That's
correct.
the deal. What the fuck?
And they also
off
gave
living.
him yesterday evening, late evening. They gave him some land as well for his family.
What?
Stop
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
mate.
What?
Mate.
Honestly,
Yeah, there's a
I don't know
video.
what they're doing.
The Trabzonspor, like we got in London, the mayor of London, he's come out for the Turkish version for Trabzonspor, and he said, "Oh, this is what I'm going to give you this land as well." Da, 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 da. And then a little ceremony, and they shook hands.
Oh, jeez.
So he's getting a lot more, and then he's got like 3 BMWs.
Fair
His
play
his
to him,
wife's
mate.
got like a 10 grand a month for
Shopping allowance.
shopping, beauty, etc. So yeah,
God almighty.
they've put out all the stops, mate.
So yes,
Yeah,
if anyone wants to
yeah,
know
it's
if
better.
they can afford Odegaard, yes they can. Yes, they can afford Martinelli. I don't know how. I'll be honest. Right now, I don't care. As long as they go, I don't give a crap. But yes, Odegaard could still possibly leave. Just keep an eye on it. I'm not saying he will leave, but there is still a chance. Did let's give him a car and a hair transplant? DGM, don't you start with a hair transplant because I know you want to go over there and get your Britney done. I know you do.
Honestly.
But anyway, right. Any more
Check
questions
the
on midfield?
Salah.
We've
No,
only
I
got
don't
half
think
an hour
so.
left, and I think most of the talk is about the forwards.
Yeah,
Right,
Let's do
let's
it.
move on to forwards. We'll talk about any outs. Obviously, we've covered Jesus heavily, so we don't need to talk about him. Don't need to talk about Martinelli because we covered him heavily as well. Don't rule out Gyökeres still going. There is still a possibility.
Percentage?
I'd say around 30 or 40% right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to think
Havertz?
of anything else. Havertz has spoken to a couple of clubs in the last week. I can't work out the percentage if I'm being honest, because I just think it's
What leagues? German league?
German
Liga?
and what's the other one? Spanish for Havertz, which was an interesting one. I have to be honest. DGM, you put it in the chat before, my friend. It is now known to the world, so I'm not going to apologise about your life as Britney Spears. So yeah, there's still those possibilities. Ethan, I might as well shove Ethan into this.
Yeah, do it.
Ethan will be being sold. In my opinion,
Really?
and we will have a buyback clause. So it's
fine.
technically a loan,
Extended
technically,
loan.
but we're going to get a lot of money, so it's good.
Is that
and
from
obviously,
Germany?
It does look like Leipzig, and it's weird because it looks like he's
Diamante's
replacement for
replacement.
Diamante. So it's
Yeah,
interesting,
that.
and it's also interesting because Rock Nation have dealt with this, which I find really interesting that Rock Nation dealt with this. So yeah, if you just didn't believe that Vinny was really close to possibly signing for us, that tells you everything. Rock Nation have
Right.
been working a
So
lot of
this,
stuff.
so
recently.
Ethan going out,
Yeah.
could that speed up the process of just say, for example, Jesus goes next week, for example, and then Ethan follows quite quickly behind.
Yep.
Does that mean we can trigger or press green, 2 greens in attack to go into gold?
We could move very, very quickly for forwards. Yeah, very, very quickly.
Because obviously now we're going to come on to the
we still have a squad space though, don't we?
We do have one, but as I've said, we've always keeping one just in case. And the Sleeble situation, obviously, just in case. Hence why I've said we might get 2 defenders. One was always something that we were going to talk about, but Ben White had to leave. Ben White could stay now.
Yeah.
So we could still get 2 defenders. So that kind of takes up one of those squad spaces.
Jesus
as
Christ,
well.
can we stop buying freaking defenders, please, and buy some
I
forwards?
I'll be honest, I kind of get it because we wanted someone as a left back anyway. So if we were to go down the route of Fresneda, which makes sense if we do go down that route because he plays on the right and the left, which means Ben White can still play right back as a backup as well, and Fresnel can be as a left back for when we need him sometimes as well.
So Fresnella
then-
wouldn't come in as obviously a centre back.
Fresnel is a fullback. He's no
He's
centre-back.
exactly.
He's a
So
small-
then, who's
small
taking
guy.
Saliba's position then? Mosquera,
That is no. Well, that's
or
why
that
I
would
keep
be the
talking about
second
Ramon.
defender.
Yeah, that's where I think Ramon fits in perfectly because Ramon is a centre back. He is a bit more versatile than that. He's a bit like Gabriel. You just put him as a centre back, but he technically can play left back comfortably as well. So I won't too worry too much about that.
With these attackers, is there like not an urgency, but is there like is there like a date that they're looking to get at least one attacker in before the Premier
I've
League
always-
season starts?
For some reason, I've said this on constant streams. For some reason, I've always been told the Como game is important. I don't know why, because that's next Wednesday.
That's
it's a
right.
Wednesday night. It makes no sense to me, but for some reason, they always keep saying that it's an important night. I don't know why. All I'll say is I'll pass it on to you. I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
Think that could have been, had it happened, a Vinny introduction?
No, because I've still been told it exactly the same today.
What? Today?
Right. So obviously,
I'm told it all
going-
the time. I don't understand why. It makes no sense to me, Como. Unless look, I know we've got something in the background that no one knows anything about, and that's fantastic. If that's the game for it, I don't know. Maybe it is.
Because ideally, I've been saying in the Discord to the boys, etc. I would have liked 2 players, a defender and 1 attacker at least, before the Community Shield game, which is not this weekend, the weekend after.
I can quite easily look in a perfect world, right? So just please listen to this bit because I know people just lose their heads when they don't listen to me fully. In a perfect world, we could quite easily do 2 signings next week, quite easily. And get
1
them all.
defender, 1 attacker, or 2 attackers.
Well, I'm just saying two players. I'm not specifically saying
Fine.
what type of positions.
Position.
Just technically, we could quite easily do 2 signings next week if we wanted to.
Could we get Yildiz done by next week?
Yildiz we'll talk about shortly because I think people need to understand a situation with Yildiz. But look, I'm not worried about when we get our players in. I couldn't give a monkey's arse. I know other people want to get things done in Community Shield. That's fine. That's hunky dory. But we always knew, and every single team have known this. This market is extremely hard. This whole transfer window is extremely hard. Wanting people in to get some pre-season, perfect scenario. But nothing's been perfect scenario for anybody this summer.
Alvarez isn't even back yet.
No, he's not.
He's not even back yet from his break.
Well, the
I know
Spanish
he's not back
players,
he's not back till
Argentinian
Monday, is
players.
Monday,
Is it-
Correct.
Yeah, it's Monday. Yeah.
The last 4 teams in the World Cup, they're not back
look,
till.
I guess. Look, we're harping on a lot, and I think people want to know. I think people are getting a bit impatient. I think people want to know, forwards wise, what are we looking at? Names,
Right, we are still looking
how far-
at 2
How far
forwards.
down the line are we?
We are far enough down the line that I do think we'll get 2 forwards in. I think that's the best way I can put it. Now, we have inquired regarding a striker that I didn't think we would try to look for this summer, but we've inquired, and we've been told a hard no. But that's good. That is Esposito, yes. We have tried and had a look because we still want 2 forwards. In a perfect world, that's all we get. But in a I know this is going to sound crazy, in a non-perfect world, we're going to need 3. Does that make sense? Why I'm saying in a non-perfect world, we get 3. Because we might have to lose 1 to gain 1.
Yeah.
Okay?
Lloris or Havertz then, yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you need a little bit of a sweetener to get someone over the line. And we've got a sweetener that someone likes. And if we need to use him, unfortunately, bye-bye. It's as simple as that.
Now, I know. I think everyone knows who you're
Just
talking about.
Alvarez.
Yeah.
It's been out in the media. So, with regards to Alvarez,
Yes.
where are we with that, Bobby? And where are they with Barcelona? Where is he with? Apparently, will put in a transfer request to go to Barcelona and not turn up to training on Monday.
I haven't heard that. As far as I'm aware, he's turning up on Monday. I don't think he's going to push for a move. Barcelona, I'll be honest, right now can't afford him, so it doesn't make any sense. There's no other special way of getting it done, especially when they were moving for Rodri. They would have to sell someone of big significance, which they're not doing.
It has been said that they've walked away from the deal.
I know categorically they have not spoken to Atletico Madrid for about 2 weeks.
Right. Perfect. So, is Berta in that office right now talking to them?
Because last night you said they were in negotiations, right?
Literally now, yes, and they will be for a considerable amount of time, I would have assumed. Don't think this is not a small deal. This is a massive deal.
Yes. Is this doable, Bobby?
Is it doable? Yes, it is. Okay. Would it happen? I don't know. I have to be honest.
In your opinion, not your professional opinion.
Okay.
In your opinion.
Right, okay.
As a fan, I'm talking.
Okay. As a fan.
I'm taking your role away from this situation. And
Thank you. Can you do that for the rest of the few weeks so I can chill out?
I want, May, if you share your computer screen with me, I'm happy. I'm happy to do it. If I was to say to you,
yeah,
do you think Alvarez happens this window? Personally, not professionally.
Okay, not professional, so that means I ignore Berta. Right.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, that wasn't what I was hoping for. Talk about your all-time blunders.
From a professional point of view,
I
think it can happen because Berta is a genius. Because don't forget, you told me to take away everything, which means I don't know how Berta works. So I know how Berta works, and I do think he can.
That's not.
Okay, so oh Jesus, mate, like, so what is your percentage on Alvarez?
Yeah.
It was at 70 before.
70.
Yeah.
As of right now.
As of right now, it's 80.
Is that because we've gone back into the negotiations with them since last night?
Well, we haven't gone back. We've always been in it.
So if we've gone back in, which we already know,
we never left when we were speaking to Vinny Jr.
Understood. So what's these intense? How long? Like these long talks? What's left to talk about? What is the next steps?
I don't think fans don't understand. When someone's on holiday, they're on holiday.
No. So when we're saying negotiations, in my head, we're thinking club to club, not player.
Okay, we know the price. We can afford the price. We can do the business. Now we need to know what Alvarez wants to do.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. That's it. Fine.
Can someone just call us? All right, Arsenal fans, you know what to do. Let's get in his DMs.
Well,
let's get him back.
I am fully aware of what people did with Vinny Jr. So Arsenal fans, stop doing it because there was some. No, I'll be honest. There were some really horrible things sent by Arsenal fans to Vinny.
I mean,
not good.
I was made aware of this.
I only sent nice things.
It was ridiculous what we were sending to him. Like, come on. He's a player at the end of the day. He's doing what's right for him and his family. So, personally,
fair.
Choose. But yes, Alvarez could happen. But I'll be honest, I need to know what he wants to do when he gets back. That's an unknown.
I mean, I think there was a Spanish. There was a journalist. There was a journalist that said this morning, Spanish journalist, I think he works for like a Sky Sports equivalent in Spain, and he was saying on Monday, Alvarez is going to turn up and he wants to speak to, is it Cholo? What's his name? What do they call Simeone? Cholo or something like that? That's his nickname. To tell him that he wants to leave. Well, that's what Dodzy was about to say.
I'm not going to lie, mate. I'm not going to lie. This sounds like a Vinny 2.0. I agree with Dean Mallon. This sounds like a Vinny 2.0. It really does. I mean, I know that they're not offering him a contract or anything, but like it just sounds like if he's not going to get his dream destination, maybe he's going to shut up, keep playing, and
wait.
Look to go next season, maybe a game.
Okay, go on, Bobby.
What I'll give you from an Atletico point of view, which is what I can tell you, and I know is happening. Atletico are looking at replacing Alvarez now. Now, I don't know what that's for. I don't know if they already know that they're going to sell him. I don't know. Haven't got a clue. But what I do know is Atletico are talking to big players, like people they can't afford if they keep Alvarez. They can't afford it.
Sure.
So that tells me they're ready to move on. And
Yeah.
obviously Gyökeres is one of them. I won't lie to you about that. Gyökeres is one of them. But
Osimhen?
Oshiman's another one. They're talking to a couple of others as well. And it tells me that they are prepared to let him go. Now, whether or not that means they're going to deal with Barcelona, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I think they will look absolutely stupid if they deal with Barcelona now.
Yeah, they look weaker from a business point of view.
And I think long term it will hurt them a lot. So I don't see that happening. This is why I'm on 80% with Arsenal, because Arsenal are very much willing, and we have a little bit of an ace up our sleeve. One, Arteta knows him, which is a very good thing.
Simeone
We have a great,
Alvarez.
Alvarez
he knows both of them, doesn't he?
Alvarez knows Arteta.
Yeah.
So I just hope that we convince him enough. Look, I know he likes to stay in Spain. Who the hell doesn't? England's not that bad. I know. But in all fairness, our weather this summer has probably been better than most countries. let's
Especially in London.
Sell the summer point off you this year. I guarantee a lot of people will come. Just don't talk about the winter. But yeah, I just hope we can convince him. I hope we can. Look, Manchester, no offence to anyone that lives in Manchester, by the way, but comparing Manchester to London is just like comparing Jaywick to what's that place in Dorset, Sandercombs or what it's called, that really posh place. But yeah, it's like comparing those two. It's absolute shite. So let's just hope. I know we're in there. I know people have got zero confidence, and that's absolutely fine. I get it, but I trust what we're doing, and that's important to me. Don't forget, I'm a fan as well, and I'm confident that we'll get our business done. I'm confident that I might go down to 8 out of 10, because if we sign Konza, I'll be pissed off. But forward wise, I'm very happy and excited, because that is what worries me.
So,
the most.
as a football fan, Lord, I'm going to take this off Dodsey. As a football fan, are Arsenal going to sign one marquee signing in the attack?
That's the plan. Yeah, that is. The
as
plan.
a football fan, not you you doing your job.
Oh no, we would. As a football fan, I know we will, because we wouldn't have gone. We wouldn't have gone after Vinny if we aren't confident of getting a marquee signing.
I just hope that we haven't wasted time on Vinny.
No, we haven't.
I know we wouldn't have. Like, no. I know we're not a small bit club. I know we would have, had maintained conversations with other clubs. So apart from Alvarez, and I know you're going to talk about Yildiz in a minute, is there anyone else apart from those two that are superstars that we're looking at?
We are in the conversation with Barcola still, because that's not dead. There's something that we've got up our sleeve for Barcola. We might use it. I don't know if we will, but yeah, don't rule out Barcola just yet. Hasn't been set up with Liverpool. It's the fact that PSG like one of our players. Yeah, that's as far as I will go with that.
Okay.
So
an attacker, what position?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying they're interested in one of our players. Don't worry, LJ. I will get on to Elias. I know I'll be honest. He's just as important as talking about Yildiz, in my opinion.
He's a good player. Shakhtar the next.
Yeah, we'll talk about him soon, I promise. But yeah, Barcola, don't rule out. Unfortunately, the guy I can't stand talking about, can't rule him out as much as I don't like. I'm not going to say his name, but everyone knows what I'm on about.
I will. Nico Williams.
Thank you.
Oh, my man.
I do
NW.
not.
Let's go.
No, let's fucking not go.
So I was saying this in the Discord. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Yeah.
Is he got a release clause for 90 million euros?
Everyone has a release clause in La Liga.
No, but is it actually that amount?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Please
I don't think it's high, if I'm honest. But the only problem with La Liga release clauses is you have to pay that money
in one
front,
go,
and that is humongous.
But obviously, then do a bit of magic when we got Zubimendi and we paid like 5-10 million extra, and then
We technically did it as a normal transfer to make
Yeah.
sure that one, went over that release clause which La Liga were happy with. So yeah, there are other ways around it. So technically, I would say Nico would cost, if his release clause is 90 million
It
euros
is
as
90
CB
million
Whisperer,
euros.
then we would have to go
100 million.
110 to get him over the
Nico
line
Williams.
without doing the release
No,
clause.
euros, bro.
Yeah,
not pounds.
euros. Yeah, it's euros, not pounds.
Oh, mate.
I personally, I'm with you, Angie. I'll be honest. I don't want him. I don't see the hype
really.
personally.
What about this end day?
Come on, man. Ellie, you're not allowed to. No, it's no.
We'll leave him till last. We'll leave him
No.
till he is. Yildiz.
No.
Yildiz is.
Listen, we got to look at options, bro. Like, what's going
I'm not
on?
talking and die, mate. I'm not talking. Literally, it's like fish and chips, mate. I'm not. You can't take me from caviar to talking about fish and chips, mate.
Oi, no disrespect to the fish and chips.
Yeah, yes, no, I love fish and chips. But
Especially when I'm from.
caviar.
No, I live in the Black Country, right? For people that have not tried orange
The
chips,
chippy.
the proper orange. Look them up. Look up the orange chip from Black Country. It's a proper Black Country thing. Honestly, they're the best chips you'll ever have in the whole of UK.
Bobby, I will eat
100%.
all those chips as long as we don't die and die, mate. Please.
Mate, I'm with you on this. Endai is an option. There is, yeah.
The reason I was dropping that quickly is because I was like, if we get an Alvarez and then we get an Endai, you can't. It's going to be very difficult.
Melt down.
What's that?
That's what you wanted to see me melt down, didn't you, mate? I can't.
Listen,
can't
I just like listen. He gives me Jack Grealish vibes.
Mate, Jack Grealish. No.
Low socks.
Ellie,
he's 2-footed.
You're my
Takes
brother.
the ball in well.
You're my brother from another mother, mate.
He
but we're gonna
goes
fall out
on the
over this.
outside, cuts on the inside. He can play left and right.
No.
Right, that's enough about Endai because I've got
14
10 minutes
GA.
and we've got two more players to talk about. Right.
I'd rather
Firstly,
have-
Hayden, big up Walsall. Yes, big up Walsall. Right, CB Whisperer. Yeah, I obviously got a slight interesting way of going about things tonight, and that's fine. Right, bear in mind, Bruno Guimaraes was not for sale. He was not for sale. I said on a stream back in whenever Ant asked me, and if you can remember the first time you ever asked me about, can you see a world where Tonali and Guimaraes leaves? Please let me know, because I can't remember.
I think it was
when you
July
asked
the 4th.
me. Something like that, right?
Late
I
June,
said
July.
I can see a world where they both leave. Now, bear in mind, Bruno wasn't for sale.
Who's he
Okay.
talking about? Who's CB Whisperer?
He's obviously talking about Yildiz, because Yildiz is firmly not for sale as well, but so was Bruno. How did that go for Newcastle fans?
Yeah. Whoops.
Ooh, might be the black
look,
and white stripes
There is
again.
a whole situation. We
did it
have
go
a
for New York,
valuation for Yildiz. I'll be honest, if we offer that to Juventus, who, let's be honest, no offence to Italian clubs, I don't want to be rude, but Italian clubs don't have a lot of money. If you are mad enough to turn down something that is going to go over £100 million, then you're fucking mental. Okay?
Beautiful.
It's
I like the
different,
sound
but
of
look,
that.
before anyone talks about Esposito, that's slightly different. He's only 21. In all fairness, I think it's a good idea we leave him out there for another year just to see how he matures. He could just be a one-hit wonder. He could flop next season. Who knows?
Yeah.
So it's a good idea he stays out. Yildiz on a different scale. We have monitored him for a long time. We know how good he is. We know his data. We don't give a shit about what happened at the World Cup because that makes no difference.
No.
Yildiz is
Turkey
a
and play for
quality.
Arsenal.
And look, Angie, I know that you said that you are the only Yildiz fan. You can watch a lot of streams about me raving about how good Yildiz is.
Yildiz is
I
class.
love Yildiz. Yildiz is top quality. If someone said to me at the beginning of the summer, who do you want, Vinny or Junior or Yildiz? I'll be honest, I'm saying Yildiz because Yildiz excites me. He's not an arsehole. He's not a pain in the arse.
He's
Yildiz
aggressive.
excites
He's
me.
powerful.
Vinny
He's
can
made
go
for the
missing
Prem.
sometimes. Yildiz just excites me. So yes, we are going to go knocking. We are going to try and blow the hinges off the door because we know.
Well, that's what
Juventus-
Dodzy wanted.
And this is what I said whenever I said it earlier in the summer. Juventus needed to sell players. I think it's come out in the media now that they have desperately said that they need to sell players.
Yes.
Perfect time for us then, isn't it? Because they've not got the players they want out the door.
Bobby, you said it right at the beginning. You said we will revisit it in August.
August.
If
Oh, is it
they
August
haven't
now?
managed to sell a certain amount of players, that they've tried to sell the fringe players first. And you
Which
have
they've not
said
managed
it.
to do. Yeah.
So
They've not-
are they in a
I don't
similar
think-
financial situation to Newcastle, but obviously in their own league?
I kind of know what you mean. They kind of like trying to restructure the way that they do things. So obviously not have people on such big wages, sell people for a certain amount, bring certain people in for a certain amount. Don't go overspending. Whatever, 50 million quid is
Right.
their top. It's very similar to Newcastle. So they're basically offloading all the big ones. And that was Cambiasso and Gonzalez and all that kind of stuff. I don't think they've sold hardly anybody, as far as I'm aware.
They haven't.
And you can see that they're struggling regarding just getting goalkeeper over the line. They've totally put out of Martinez, and Martinez costs fuck all. In all fairness,
are
and
they
they've
willing
struggled
to
get him.
sacrifice a Yildiz to rebuild to
This
buy
is
with that money 3-4 players?
This is the question that Andrea and Maurizio will be asking. We are going to go there with a massive offer in a very, very good way and see what they say.
Will the media report that offer?
I have no idea what the media
Do you
will do.
think?
I have
Because
no
obviously
idea.
this morning it came out, and then we saw Bobby come out, and then into the Discord and blah 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 blah. It sounded quite promising.
I'm assuming it will be made public that we will make the offer, because
Okay.
I don't care if someone's not for sale. If you put an offer in for someone, look, the same would happen to Arsenal. If someone
Of
put
course, yeah.
we can say we're not going to sell Saka, but if you put a 400 million pound bid in, I'm sorry, again, very much like Declan Rice, we're selling you. Simple.
Yeah.
See you later. Because it's a good business deal. Because how the hell are we ever going to get 400 million pounds for Saka over again? We're never.
Yeah.
So look, Yildiz, in my opinion, is worth around 100 million quid.
Okay.
So if we go to 105, 110, how the hell can the old lady say no? And if
That's
people
a
don't
lot of
know what
money
that
for
means-
them.
Yeah, exactly, it's a lot of money.
The
Like,
old
that
lady
is-
is their nickname.
Yeah, I wasn't picking on an old lady, by the way. I respect all people of all ages. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah, I can see it happening. I'm not
Can you
confident at all, by the way, but it's. I like the fact that we're going for it.
But are we not going to waste time on that, Bobby?
We're
If
not
we
going to
know
waste
it's
time
not
again.
doable?
This is not just it's not the fact it's not doable. Andrea and Maurizio have spoken to Yildiz's camp, and if there's enough confidence from the camp, then that's when we go knocking.
Right.
So did you say someone in the media put it out this morning?
Yes, a very
So
media
that would-
source
yeah,
that's very
they-
does
they
a lot of
would-
Juventus
they would-
news.
They would not have done that without getting confidence that we are going to go in with a bid. So
And
that
they
means we've got
said-
enough from Yildiz.
They said, Bobby, that Arsenal are coming with a massive bid.
Yeah, it's
Not
massive.
like a bid.
No.
He said it's huge.
It's to blow the hinges off the door.
Yeah.
So when you, it's. I like the way that we're doing business. It's fun because the Vinny bid. Look, thankfully, no one has released how much we went for Vinny, but we have got a lot of money.
What would we have gone? What would we have gone to Madrid with, Bobby? Had
A
it
lot.
been
I'm
We're
going to
talking
guess
like
and
what,
say
140
150, 160
140 million,
euros.
130, 140?
Are you? Right, we talking pounds or
I'm
euros
talking
here? people?
pounds. I'm talking
Thank you
pounds.
very much, because I hate having to convert.
We'll do both.
We definitely could have spent up to. Look, I'm just saying we could have spent up to
Could have,
150 million pounds on Vinny Jr. if we needed to.
Yeah.
So we have got the money. It's not like we haven't.
Why didn't we just offer Madrid that? Why didn't we just say to Madrid?
I explained. Look, we could have done that, and they still would have turned us down. The fact is that Real Madrid couldn't get what they wanted, which is their striker, because they wanted to move Mbappe to the left and get the striker in,
They
which
want a
meant they
Haaland.
could have. Yeah.
And I'm guessing City have told them no.
How confident am I on Yildiz? Well, as I said, I'm not that confident because Juventus are a pain in the arse to deal with. But when we We are talking about two Italians that know the Italian teams
Way of dealing with it.
extremely well.
Yeah.
I don't know them that well. But when Andrea and Maurizio do this kind of stuff, then you listen. And if they're confident, then I'm assuming, because trust me, they won't be doing this without some confidence, there must be a chance. But that's from their point of view. From my point of view, I'm saying that's not going to happen. But I'm hoping when it does happen and they accept it, I will be on here going, yes, we fucking did it. But I just have to be honest with myself and go, I can't see it happening. That's just the way I am. I'm quite pessimistic
So what?
Anyway.
No, so you said that obviously we're looking to get a superstar player in.
Yeah.
So if the Yildiz and Alvarez don't happen, where's the superstar? Because for me, those are the two. Barcola, I think he's going to go to Liverpool at the moment.
Yep.
That can change. So then is there any, like, this is the thing where what it is, I'm calm with the situation.
Yep.
I'm just trying to ask the question for the people in the chat and in the Discord and wider. Where is that next superstar? Because I just don't see it. There's Alvarez, there's Yildiz, Barcola.
Yep.
And then like, are we going to pivot and go towards a 10 superstar and then maybe stick Eze on the left and still sell Martinelli, and Jesus is obviously going to go. Then Martinelli goes and that's two attackers coming in. Then is it a 10 superstar like a Musiala? And then we go with Eze on the left for this season. And then we keep a Gyökeres. Is that the type of thing we're looking to pivot towards if these two deals don't come off? Or one of them comes off? Because I'll just be happy with one of them, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
An Alvarez or a Yildiz.
All I'm saying is I'm not confident. That's me. Okay, I'm not confident because I know Juventus.
Personally.
Yeah, I know Juventus.
As a fan.
As a fan, I'm not going to sit here and go, look, this is how I'm... Because I'm not being honest then. If I'm just doing it from my system, that's not me being honest. Because I see a lot of stuff in my system. It doesn't mean it's all going to pan out.
Of course.
So
but the fans will want to... What's the system saying?
The system
because
saying
we can break it.
There is conversations happening with Yildiz. I can see there are conversations happening with Atletico Madrid.
Right, okay.
So that is... Look, don't forget, and people need to understand this, Alvarez and Yildiz fit in two different categories. They don't fit... It's not an Alvarez or Yildiz. There is a slight possibility it is Alvarez and Yildiz. It's not just possibly one. It could be two. If it's two, I'll be honest. I'm stripping naked. I'm running down my street. I can fuck.
I'm doing a stream naked,
mate. I'm loving it. But I'm being me and just being myself. I'm not that confident because I've seen it all summer, and it's not just Arsenal. I'm seeing it all summer that people are going for this thing and all that kind of, and it falls through at the last minute, or someone decides to change the structure or something, or whatever. It's been a horrible window.
So are you, sorry to cut you, Bobby, are you being a little bit more cautious than usual just because of how these structures and deals are taking place rather than...
Yeah, this is
so just say, for example, if you were to judge these, if you were to see the screen as it is now and it was last season, would you be a lot more confident of something coming to fruition?
I'll be honest, they'll probably be through the door by now. If it was last summer,
right?
I've got a question.
Wow,
yes.
Wow.
Let's just play devil's advocate here for a second, and I'm not being a negative Nancy, so
I am.
In the chat.
Bros.
Let's just throw something out here. Let's say Alvarez goes, sorry Arsenal, not interested. I don't think he would, but let's just say he does that. Let's say Juventus are literally like
hardball.
No, you're not even for 120 minutes. You're not taking.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another superstar we can pivot to that we don't know about?
Yes,
there's two.
There's two, yeah.
And does that include Barcola?
I'm not. No, these names are not known to the media. At
Understood. What?
So there are still two.
Oh my god!
This is the thing, right? Because people are so obsessed with just listen to the media, just listen to
I
the
love
names
it.
that are
I
in
love
the,
this, man. Oh
but
my
there
God, it's
are
crazy.
bigger things. This is why.
Kvaratskhelia, is there like, if you went to PSG and dropped 150, I know they don't need
200
to,
million. We're going to
but
go
say you
200
dropped
million.
150 million on the table for it, they're gonna give you a hard no currently, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. They
Yeah.
suck.
All I would say is
mate,
try it with
honestly-
another player. You might get a hard yes.
Well, Dembele. I
Do
know we're
we?
talking about Dembele. No, I know we're talking about Dembele. I know it's Dembele, but I don't want him. Like, I don't want him. He's old. Like, I don't want him. Sorry, I'm sorry, and I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh yeah, no, Ballon d'Or," but I don't want him. He's old. Let's do one.
Brother, for 2 years, if he ends up coming here,
no,
winning us the league again and winning us the Champions League, I think will be good.
Because you come here, what did he play last season? What, 2 games the whole season? Probably Champions League.
Who,
I
Dembele?
can't- Yeah, man. Like they don't play any games. Like every week.
But does Dembele play on the left as well?
Plays on the right. We plays.
No,
we
he
can play
plays
anywhere.
left, right. Because at Dortmund,
He's
he
all
played on
across.
the left as well. Yeah, he plays 4 roles.
So I mean, I think I know who that person. I know you're not allowed to say it, but I can say things. Are we looking at just that? We know that French player. Well, you haven't said anything, but I think I know who the French player is. Is there anyone? Is there anyone like Bundesliga that we may be looking at?
Musiala, yes.
Okay, we're talking superstar.
Which is
Name
Musiala.
name me another. Are you on about Elise?
Yes.
Elise is a hell fuck no bugger off.
No ways. Okay.
Elise Madrid wanted him, and they ended up with Diamande because of that.
Can we quickly talk about Endrick as well? Is there a possibility of Endrick coming?
There is a possibility. I know people are worrying that he might be going to Tottenham. I'll be honest, he's not that keen on joining Tottenham or Villa. He wants to join a bigger club. We are one of the names that are in the mix for Endrick.
Is it a loan with an obligation, or is it just a loan?
It will be most likely a loan with an obligation to buy it next.
So then
summer.
that would be amazing, because then that leaves a massive pot for the superstar.
Yes. I feel... Look, I know people are asking who do you think it is if it's not Yildiz and Alvarez. Look, this is me being me. For people that have known me for a long time, and I wish G was on it because G's known me for years. Yeah. I am not a confident person. I have social anxiety as well, so it doesn't mix well. So I'm saying this as my point of view. Arsenal's point of view is they are going to get a superstar. That's great. I'm just going to keep an eye on which one it might be. I'm not confident either way, just because I look at tasks. I'm ex-army, right? So I look at all hurdles and try and work out how to get past them, all that kind of stuff. So I think of hurdles. Arsenal couldn't give a shit. They will barge through. They will get a tank and just drive over the fucking hurdles, and that's good. But I'm not like that. I'm tactical.
I want them to be like that, though, Bobby. We don't have time, mate. I
get you, but I come from a tactical background, so and Arsenal are going to batter ram any hurdles, and that's great. If we've got enough confidence, and I'm guessing because this tier 1 person, whoever Italian or whatever he is, said something this morning, that means we must have had some confidence from the Yildiz camp, because that wouldn't have been released in the media. I can guarantee you that. Because we would have kept that quiet.
What does Kentucky Fried Chicken just put on?
Yeah, find out what he's on about, chicken soup.
Who?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, KFC. I have no idea because I don't listen to X, thankfully, because I think I'd go mental.
And the reason I asked those questions the way I did, Bobby, is obviously we know how you are as a person. It's more for the Discord and the chat at the moment in the comment section.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if we were just going... Everyone, if I didn't ask it the way I did, I think everyone would have gone away feeling worse, because they would have taken away your personal opinion rather than the fact of what you see on the screen.
You're professional.
Do you know what I mean? So that's why I asked it in that way, not because we don't know how you work as a person, as a human being.
Yeah,
well, I just want to put that out there.
Vinny Jr. I wasn't that confident. Like that, literally the reason I went for a weekend at Burn is for me it was dead because I didn't trust Perez.
Yeah, that's what you said that.
I was right, unfortunately for that one. Rogers one I didn't see coming, which is hence why we changed the whole system because we needed to see it coming. Because I was confident about that one. Really, that one hurt me because I'll be honest, I really wanted Rogers. But we move on now. Has that possibly affected my brain right now? Possibly. I would absolutely love Alvarez and Yildiz. I would be so delighted. As I said, I'd literally strip naked and run down.
I would love one of them.
Emergency tomorrow.
Start with.
Piss off. There is no emergency meeting tomorrow morning at Arsenal. Trust me, there is freaking nothing set up for the emergency meeting. That's what he said, the KFC. There is no emergency meeting. There is never emergency meetings. Because I know he's said about Liverpool, because I've been asked by Liverpool fans, what's this emergency meeting? I went, what emergency meeting? There is no emergency meetings because no clubs do emergency meetings unless there's something really big, and it's normally something that's going to hit the press in a bad way, or, you know.
Right.
It's something. It would be something really bad.
I don't think Arsenal could take any more pelters. To be fair, like
it's just he needs to shut the fuck up.
Sorry,
Honestly,
like who is K? I'm lost. Who's KFC?
That indie.
Oh, forget that guy, guys. What is that?
Literally the worst mistake Ornstein ever made.
Yes, and unfortunately, fan bases listen. And this is what I have to deal with because Arsenal fans listen to it. There is no emergency meeting. There is no panic. I can promise you, there is no panic. I've said there's a deadline. There is always been a deadline for me, and that is next weekend. If nothing has happened by next weekend, then I will start to panic. Well, it doesn't even need to be the outs. As long as there's more progress on which direction we're going on specific ins, I couldn't give a bet. The outs don't concern me at all. So I'm sure they'll off at some point.
Same.
Can I just say how are our fans listening to someone that said that before the meeting, Vinicius Jr. was having his breakfast and coffee? I mean, how does this guy know? Like, please stop being stupid and listening to an absolute twat that is sitting there trying to tell people what fucking Vinicius Jr.
Oh my god!
Breakfast.
Avocado and toast, mate.
Have I missed, apart from Elias on the thumbnail, have I spoken about everybody? Pardo is someone that we like. I think Pardo is, I don't know how to describe him as a player. More an attacking midfield. I think he's a little bit versatile, but I wouldn't really. Yeah, he doesn't. I'd just say he's an attacking midfield personally. And I'm not even going to go there. That if we end up going down that route, I'll be honest, we fucked up. It's as simple as that. We're not there yet. Honestly. Who on earth is Pardo? So Pardo is actually his first name is Fernandez. Probably
Lille.
why you're. So it's Fernandez Pardo. He plays for Lille. He is about £80 million in the market value. Liverpool likes him. Arsenal like him, but I don't think we're quite there yet on him. What was I going to do?
Bobby, before we end, are Arsenal going to sign a winger?
No, we're not.
Okay, a forward.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are Arsenal going to sign at least one more forward? Forget two.
Oh no, I think we'll still sign two.
Okay.
I'm confident we'll sign two. I'm not sticking with this one
Rashford.
bullshit. We are going to sign two forwards. It's as simple as. Cadena, quickly on Bruno, because I do want to talk about Elias, because he is an important person to talk about, and there'll be a reason why in a minute. I've got a theory that I think we're going to bring him out on Sunday. It makes sense. I'm pretty sure we're playing Dortmund on Sunday.
We are.
And it just makes sense on the PR value. I think we'll do very much what we did with Gyökeres, because he is a big signing. It's not like a small signing. No offence to Solas, but he's a big signing. And it's just,
he's a needle mover.
He's a statement signing, because we have just taken the captain of Newcastle United and put him in an Arsenal midfield that's going to be rotated. Bruno was going to start every single game for Newcastle. He's now going to come here and rotate in our midfield. He is there.
And please give us Yildiz.
somebody has just come in and said exclusive. Gabriel Jesus is negotiating with Napoli on his salary and personal terms. Club negotiations went well.
Who is that?
Okay.
I don't know. Gabriel.
Is it someone Brazilian?
Sharma.
That is the kind of thing. I said it on the chat yesterday. That is the important stuff to keep an eye on. Is when we're getting closer to an exit, because I can promise you, within a day or two, Arsenal will announce that we are close to triggering someone. That's what we're doing. We're making sure that these people are freaking off before we trigger someone, because we have to be confident. We can't just be a little bit confident. We have to be very confident, because we cannot. Don't forget, SCR is not PSR. PSR is quite easy to get around. SCR is not easy to get around. Especially and this is where Jesus plays a big part in it, because his wages are so freaking high.
For me, come on,
and Martinelli's
man,
high as well.
Can we not play him in any more pre-season games, just in case?
Well, if things are going well, Doddsy, then
look. If this was Arteta Football Club, I guarantee you, Jesus won't be going anywhere. But thankfully, Andrea knows full well how important he is to get out the door.
Well, he's blocking a big name player coming in, so please.
Yeah. So
if these talks go well over the weekend and he doesn't play or feature against Dortmund, fantastic.
Yep. Right, Starkey, I'm going to get there. So, I don't know how you say his first part. Kawawa, I don't know. But Elias, yes, we like him. He falls in the bracket that I've been talking about pretty much all summer regarding young striker. Very much like Hendrick. So,
okay,
he's a striker. I don't know where people have got the winger from, by the way, because I don't understand it. He's a striker.
Because one of his comps, he was running down the right-hand side and cut it back. I bet you it's because of that.
Wow. Well, no offence. He's a striker, people. So he will be coming in as a striker. He falls within that like Tresoldi kind of, the kind of strikers we're looking at.
Yeah.
So, yes, he is doable. I think it could happen as well. And it won't surprise me if we do make a move for him. I do... Discord calls him Koala Bear. Is that really where it comes out? Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know how you say his first name, in all fairness. Sorry, I do apologise. I'll just call you Elias for now. But yeah, he is extremely talented. Brazilian. He links in very well with the Brazilian scout that we've got, because he knows him really well as well. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. He's not going to be a big money signing, because he won't cost too much. I reckon about 40 or 50 million max, which falls again very comfortably. Like I've said, we know that we are missing a big gap in our striking. We're hopefully we're going to get that young lad from Blackburn. Hopefully that works through now. Hopefully,
Eagle or something.
Tegon or
Tegon. That's it.
Tegon. Your name is. But he falls in. And yes, Zero Foxer, you are spot on. Coffane falls in with that. So it's Tresoldi, Elias, Coffan, Hendrick. That kind of striker. That all excites me, because all four of those are extremely good quality. And that excites me.
So would that be one of the superstar players plus Elias?
Oh, yeah, the superstar is separate from a striker. Yeah.
No, so it'll be a superstar... Because you said two more attackers, right? So if we were to get the one superstar...
Forwards. 2 more forwards.
One superstar and one potential youngster, striker, whatever position.
Yeah, so there's a lot of business we can still do. So just bear in mind, there's still plenty of time. Just because, it's only 3 weeks. Yeah, but we lost 5 weeks because of the World Cup. And that's what people are not forgetting. We lost a lot of time. Talking about Götze, it looks like Götze will go to PSG. Look, is it something that I think we fucked up on? Probably. I would quite like Götze, but we went down the Solis line. So, I think the Arsenal fan base wouldn't cope well if we bought Solis and Götze, if I'm being honest.
No, they wouldn't.
So, from an Arsenal fan point of view, I think it's a good idea. But I personally would have got Götze over Solis if it was me. But obviously, I don't run the club, so it's not me. Chris saying, for me, Alvarez, Solis, Elias is not good enough. I get where you're coming from.
Scots, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Alvarez, Solis, and Yildiz?
Exactly. It just, so we would get one of Hendrik, Elias, or okay, Gabriel. You've mixed the two profiles. Fernandez is further back forward. He's not a striker. Hendrik is a striker. Elias is a striker. Separate.
Can Hendrik play on the left as well? Off of the left, inside forward.
No, Hendrik can play on the right.
On the right.
He can't play on the left.
10 as well.
Yeah, but he can't play on the
Not
left.
that we need that.
No. Anthony, I never said. I think, was it a couple of streams ago, I had a roller coaster?
Yeah. And you
did.
I do warn you guys, and I did say this transfer window will be long. I didn't say it was going to be short and would be done within 2 days. I said it will be a long win. There's a reason why I say this.
I think
we are going
frustration
to go up to the end. We are going to go up to the end.
Yeah, okay. That's the frustration that the fans have.
What is Collins
Unfortunately.
asking? Collins asking, what is the percentage of getting Yildiz and Alvarez both?
Oh, are you asking me as a fan or
No, I'm
from
asking
the
you on
system?
your system. Yeah.
System.
Oh, system. From what I can see, for getting both,
Both.
I'd say 60% right now.
Together, because you said Alvarez on his own.
Yeah, because
Alvarez
they're
80.
separate profiles. They're separate profiles. So, I think if we were to get Alvarez, I think we lose someone. That's my honest opinion, and that's where I think Alvarez, Yildiz, and then like an Elias come in together, because you obviously will have to replace Gyökeres, because Gyökeres will be a big miss. So that means Kai, Elias, probably Alvarez as a rotation, maybe Marino.
Marino,
but I've got to be honest.
Fourth choice,
Marino as a rotation striker.
Bobby.
Yes.
Bobby, do you see the only way that, or do you see the only way we probably get Alvarez is a Gyökeres going the other way? I know you said it doesn't necessarily have to happen.
No, it doesn't have to happen.
On Atletico Madrid. But do you see it going that way?
I can, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And the reason I can see it is because Gyökeres has been talking to way too many clubs for Arsenal not to be interested in slightly getting rid of him.
Right. Okay.
Because if he was only talking to Atletico Madrid, I would have just assumed it was just for that. But he has been talking to a lot more clubs than just Atletico Madrid, which says to me, because don't forget Article 18 exists, there has to be reason behind that. There has to be. So I think Arsenal are willing to let him go.
Because that's what. Oh, I'm not going to go back to the Vinny thing, but that's why I always thought we were in the high chance, was because we were speaking to Vinny's agents and speaking to Vinny, and offering him proposals and stuff to look at. We must have had some form of clearance from
we did.
Madrid.
Yeah, we have not broken any rules at all.
Wow, man, that's like.
I know.
We were very close.
The Vinny honestly,
we were very
honest,
close.
It's
I'd
one
say.
of those photo finishes with me with Vinny Jr. I think we were super close, and I don't care what a certain Roman dude wants to talk about.
That Ornstein hit it on the head. Let's not even give that guy airtime.
Ornstein said it.
Well,
David Ornstein said the opposite.
Look,
he said what we said.
Crackers uses AI to answer his questions. Romano only says what the club tell him to say. Right? He doesn't use his own mind. He is too entwined in too much money. And look, I don't particularly like him, but he has been pretty good this summer. Moldy ball. Moly moly. So look, it is what it is. Let's just see what happens in the next week. Because the show will be back next week. Obviously, I'm not going to do a Wednesday show because we're playing Como, so it's absolutely pointless because you lot won't be here because you'll be watching the game, which is fair enough.
Game. Yeah.
Or at the game, yeah. We don't have to sell. Okay, CB Whisperer, I have to be honest. You don't sound like an Arsenal fan. Because the way that you've just said you have to sell Odegaard to Alvarez, it doesn't sound like you're an Arsenal fan, if I'm being honest. It sounds like you're a support of someone else, which is absolutely fine. I love the people of being of. So why do you think we have to sell Odegaard to sign Alvarez? because it makes no sense to me.
Type it.
Please, because I would love to know your opinion.
I think
And I'm being honest. I'm not
think-
being sarcastic. I actually would like to know why you
I
think
think he
we
had a
have
bit
to
of a
sell
pop at me
Odegaard.
because
That's mad. So we
because
want what 6 strikers, do we?
He listens to
P&L.
He listens
Because,
to
okay. So because Alvarez isn't a 9, you need to play it Havertz and Alvarez. That means Odegaard is defunct. Okay, I know full well, and he did it against us. Alvarez can play on the left very comfortably.
That's why he took his shot when he hit the bar.
Don't
He cut in
remind
from
me.
the left.
Don't remind me. My blood pressure was not good that day. I honestly, I was like, that's a fucking screamer, that. But it hit the post. But anyway, but no, Alvarez, no. No. I think people... Look, we would have liked or preferred certain person to have left because we would have pivoted somewhere else if he had left, but it doesn't look like he's going to leave. But I still hope he will. But Alvarez can play on the left. Play for Tina on the left.
Argentina.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Tina.
I'll be honest. I got a sister called Tina, and I was like, "What? What the fuck? What the fuck?
He played her on the left.
Don't make me go all Big Brother here." What the fuck? Right. Anyway, but yeah, no, Alvarez can play on the left. So no, it doesn't work like that with. Bugger off, man. I will hunt you down. I'm only joking. But yeah. It really did throw me, I'll be honest. I've seen Argentina be called many things, but Tina was not one, and I was not prepared for that. Sharvin saying, are we trying to chase Gyökeres? Are we trying to chase him? Why is he speaking to so many clubs this late in the window?
We're trying to make him quicker.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a typo.
Bobby, in your world, is this late in the window? Because that's what fans keep going on about.
No. As I said, we are 5 weeks behind, so technically we're on the beginning of July. It is all going to get rather crazy at the end because I will confirm Chelsea need to sell a lot of players.
They do. Weeks. That came out today. Yeah, they need to sell 16.
And I said because there is a rule that you can't have this many players on your roster without.
Yeah, they're on 45 or something.
Yeah, you can't. It's not allowed. They're
on 132.
They're not that many, but in all fairness, they do need to sell, and they need to sell a lot of players. So there's going to be a lot of movement. We are definitely going to be involved in a lot of this movement, and it's just going to be interesting to see how it unfolds. Anthony, I love you, my friend, and I'll be honest, I think you might lose it in the next 3 weeks, so you might need to take a bit of a break now and then. Just give you a little bit of a...
Anthony's hurt his hand quite badly, so I'm guessing he's off the gym at the moment. But
it's making it worse, probably.
Well, the good hand, I would recommend getting a punch bag and using it on that, just for that day off, because you're going to need it, because I promise you, the roller coaster is not going to stop until at least 2 or 3 days before the end of the window. It is going to be mental.
Bobby, will we get
fully prepared?
On your business head? Will we get, if we're going to get 2 more attackers and a defender,
2 more forwards?
So 2 more attackers, forwards, and a defender in. Yep. Will we be able to get maybe 2 of those done before the last 2-3 days, and then we're just focusing on one particular signing to get the last bit of business done over the last 3-4 days of the window? Is that a possibility?
I think we could get all our business done between now and about 3 or 4 days before the end of the window. I hope we don't.
So
have to
between now and 3-4 days, what's that? Aston Villa.
I don't know.
Aston Villa is on what day? We're playing Coventry on the 21st or 22nd.
Yeah.
And then I think we've got Aston Villa, Villa Park, and then I suppose we have that little window between the 2nd and 3rd Premier League game then.
Yeah, I don't know what the date
is. Which is Chelsea.
28th. Yeah, 28th, 27th. I think we'll have the majority of our business done. I don't think we want to delve.
I'm talking about ins because I don't mind if the outs go to the 1st. No problem.
We do.
I know. But as in,
that's important. Because we, like I said, we have to make sure that these are watertight going to
go out. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do worry about that. And I do think we've got enough players that are speaking to enough clubs for us not to worry about it at the moment. It's not like, sorry, it's not like we've got just Jesus talking to Napoli. He's not just talking to Napoli. He's talking to multiple teams. Martinelli, he's not just talking to Galatasaray. He's talking to multiple teams. Odegaard has been speaking to some clubs. I'm not convinced he's going to join either of them because I just don't think it suits him. But you never know. He might decide to do that. Gyökeres speaking to multiple clubs. Ben White not talking to anybody right now, but I think that makes sense at this present moment in time. We'll talk about this later on. Who else do we need? Nelson, Vieira, all that kind of crap doesn't really matter. Doesn't really affect us. They will fuck off.
Ethan and Ranieri.
Ethan now when there he's talking to multiple clubs, but Leipzig are the number one at the moment. But there will be other clubs backing up just in case Leipzig doesn't. I do think it goes to Leipzig. It just makes sense. Look, I hate Red Bull as a Formula One car, but when it comes to their football teams, I adore them. I think they look after players really well.
They do. Yeah.
They've got great fitness teams. They've got great coaching, so I think it's perfect. Aman, it will be a transfer, but there will be a buyback. And
as long as the buyback's in there, I think Arsenal fans will be content.
Exactly, because it's technically a loan. Technically, because you can buy him back next season if you wanted to.
Getting money up front for him as well.
Exactly, and it's perfect. I personally like it. I know it's technically cheating, but who gives a shit? It's in the rules, so who gives a fuck? So yeah, I think Ranieri will leave. Probably quite soon as well. I think that will happen quite quick.
And that could also speed up an attacking position coming
All
in.
I'd say is, look, let's see what happens next week. Next week, I think is... I know people need to really worry about...
it.
Oh, sorry, guys. But I know people are worried about our business, and that's fine. You can worry. I'm not worried. And for me, that's all that matters to me. I'm not worried. I'm trying to help you guys as much as I possibly can, but I guarantee I can't help you because only you decide if you're going to worry about
course.
stuff. And that's just life. That's life. No one can really stop anyone from worrying. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'll do this again next week. I'll probably switch him back around. Saturday will be the Arsenal. It was just because of my day-to-day. I literally didn't have time to do the Premier League stuff because I need to speak to all the clubs to set up the Premier League teams. So I'll do that for tomorrow. So that's going to be a good show. And I'm sure there'll be some Arsenal links with that because I know that a certain Premier League club have also spoken to one of our forwards this week. I already know that. So I'm sure we'll talk about him tomorrow. There's going to be lots to happen. Fabio Vieira, I'm not concerned. I think he'll go to Hamburg. Hamburg look very keen. And I'm sure we'll settle on a deal that is good enough for everybody. But my voice tells me that I need to stop.
It's time.
Because I'm struggling now. So I do appreciate everybody that's watching. Big up to the 629 people currently watching. Big up to the 2 people that I've had with me. Ali, where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, they can find me here at Football Takeover. X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. I'm sure Doddy will speak about that in a minute. Please do go give us a like, share, and subscribe. And on to tomorrow, and let's see what tomorrow brings for Arsenal fans and football fans in general.
I will quickly cover a couple of questions that I've just seen going in. Hayden, I've covered that already at the beginning of the show, so if you can rewind, Raja asked the question, so I did cover that. MLS literally made up bullshit, so yeah, move on from it. Neil, thank you very much for coming on. Where can they find you, my friend?
Find me on X. Find me on the Discord here at the Football Takeover. Guys, please, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed, please do it now. Please like the video. We are trying to grow the community. Our Discord is just below 400 as of today. So, if you guys are interested in hearing Bobby's early
bangers and exclusives,
and early intelligence, guys, please do come and join the Discord. It's not only about transfers. There's a great community in there. And we'd love you to join. You can, sign up, find me on X and DM me. It's Dodson_Neil, or just check up for Neil Dodsey. Or you can message G Talks Arsenal on X as well. He's very active. Just literally go find Football Takeover on TK Over on X, and you will find loads of stuff to get into the Discord. It's a phenomenal place. But again, big up everyone in the chat. Big up to Bobby as well. I mean, we know you take a lot of time out creating these shows, giving us the information you do. I know me and Ali have pushed you tonight. I know you could also only give out certain information, so we do appreciate everything you do. And then my brother from another mother, Coach Ali, always amazing being on a show with you, brother.
Yeah, likewise, guys. Appreciate you both, and our community that is growing.
Indeed. Guys, I will be back tomorrow. I think it's Neil again.
I'm not on tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I am not on tomorrow. I'm off. I'm taking a day off tomorrow, so I'm not on tomorrow.
Okay, I have no idea who's on tomorrow. I will be joined by someone. Oh God,
You'll find out.
It's going to be a surprise for you and me. But there will be people that join me tomorrow.
I know.
But it will.
Now I'm doing what now I'm doing what Bobby does on the transfers on my screen. Yeah,
I haven't got it.
I know who it is too.
I will look forward to seeing who it is tomorrow.
Good vibes.
Do you know?
What?
Okay, I have no idea. Right, let's move on. Premier League show tomorrow at 6:45. I can't wait actually because I do enjoy doing that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is. I enjoy doing that.
It's a good feature that we got.
See you tomorrow. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Take care,
Bye.
boys. Have a good one.
Bye bye.